Hello Peachies! Welcome back to Dear Peachie. When it comes to makeup inspiration for fuller, rounder face shapes, Jennie is honestly one of the best references out there. Every look she wears just works. It's chic, stylish, and somehow she always manages to balance that soft, cute vibe with a hint of fierceness. And if you look closely, her face shape allows her to pull off so many different styles effortlessly. But for a lot of us with the same round face shape, makeup can sometimes end up looking a bit plain or even a little puffy. So today, we're featuring TuTu, who shares a similar face shape but takes the Jennie approach and adapts it beautifully to her own features. Tu has monolids and softer facial structure, and when she uses Jennie-inspired techniques, the transformation is honestly amazing. Tu is an up-and-rising makeup creator on Seo, and she's a huge fan of Korean-inspired looks. What makes her stand out is how she can take any trending makeup style and tweak it to flatter her own features perfectly. If you have softer features and a rounder face shape, her profile is definitely one you should check out. First, Tu preps her skin with moisturizer. She is applying a hydrating toner all over her face, and she massages a little extra product at any spots, such as the corners around the nose, as it can get dry or cakey easily. Next, she reaches for a foundation that's just a touch deeper than her natural skin tone. As she is going for an airy and sheer base, she spreads the foundation evenly and thinly across her face with a flat foundation brush. Then, she uses a cushion puff to lightly pat out the foundation to make sure it blends seamlessly into her skin. Next, Tu uses a concealer that's slightly lighter than her foundation to brighten the center of the face. She first warms up the pot concealer with her finger, then places it under the eyes near the nose bridge, on the inner cheeks, the middle of the forehead, and the T-zone. She adds a little around the smile lines, chin, and corners of the mouth. These are the mid-face regions, and brightening these areas instantly sharpens the overall structure. Tu gently taps everything in with a puff. For contour, Tu uses a contour stick with a nose contour brush. First, she draws a C shape from the brow head down toward the inner corner of the eye. On the nose tip, she draws a U shape to make it look narrower, then adds a short, vertical line on the bridge that aligns with the width of the tip. For the eyes, she adds contour to the outer corner and blends it upward, connecting it to the brow tail. This sort of frames the eyes, helping them look deeper and more elongated. Next, she blends everything out, and above the nose tip, she blends the contour horizontally across the bridge to give the tip a lifted appearance. For face contour, Tu shades both sides of the forehead above the brow arch to visually narrow the forehead. At the highest point of her cheekbones, she blends the contour inward to slim the face. She also shades along the jawline and slightly inwards, if she wants a smaller, more sculpted shape. Everything is blended out softly for a natural finish. Next, she contours the lips by shading a short line on the philtrum, a little on the cupid's bow, and under the lower lip, blending it all with a small brush. For blush, Tu uses a bright pink shade. She places it right beside the cheek contour so the transition looks seamless. She adds a little to the nose tip in a U shape and along the bridge. A puff helps her blend everything, and she uses circular motions on the cheeks to get that soft, rounded flush. Then she sets everything with a setting spray, in which she just finds out hers actually ran out mid-tutorial, so she moves straight to powder. She presses loose powder into the skin with a puff, especially on oily areas like the forehead, nose bridge, eyelids, and smile lines to lock everything in. To further deepen the nose contour, she switches to a smaller brush and uses a contour powder to precisely define the C-shaped contour at the area between inner corner and also the nose tip. Now for eyeshadow, Tu starts with a light top as the base color and blends it all over her upper lid in an upward motion. At the outer corner, she diffuses the shade diagonally for a lifted effect. Then she takes a deeper top on a smaller brush to define the outer corner even more, again blending upward. She blends again from the outer corner inward, keeping the shadow within the crease for a clean look. With the leftover product, she sweeps along the lower lash line, keeping the motion upward for that lifted shape. TuTu explains that for this look, the tight line is kept very thin because the goal is to elongate the eyes horizontally. A thicker tight line would make the eyes look rounder and wider instead, which isn't the effect we're going for today. Starting from the inner corner, she gently stamps the color along the lash line. The motion she uses is a simple rhythm: stamp, smudge, stamp, smudge. After curling her lashes, she applies mascara. If you have monolids like TuTu and want Jennie's cat eye effect, widening the eyes is key. Double eyelid tape can help unless your natural lids already give a similar effect. TuTu is aiming for a subtle, tapered crease look. She picks the double lid tape up with tweezers. Then, before applying it, she lightly sketches the crease she wants. Then she places the tape along that line. Starting at the inner corner, she presses the middle and gently pulls to stick down the tail. For lashes, she chooses a fox-style pair, the slanted, flare-out wing type. She attaches the outer corner first and places the tail as far out as possible to stretch the eye shape. Then she applies lash clusters one by one to lift the eyes into that cat eye look. Next, she fills in the inner corner to open up the eyes. Using the angled brush with dark brown shade, she connects the inner lash line. With her eyes open, she softly extends the inner lash line downward into a tiny point, then connects it back to the lower lash line. Next, for the lower lash line, TuTu mixes the two top shades and blends them from the inner corner backward along the lower lash line. Then she moves on to eyeliner. She follows the same upward curve created by the eyeshadow. Slowly, she sketches the winged shape aligning from the lower lid and connects it to the upper lash line. To intensify the liner, TuTu finishes it with a black liquid liner. In this look, the Aegyo-sal is soft and subtle. TuTu uses a small brush with a contour shade and sweeps gently under the eye fat, then deepening the same shade only at the outer third of the lower lash line. Next, she brightens the center with a matte highlighter, then taps a bit of shimmer in the middle. Since the eyes are the main focus, TuTu keeps the brows lighter. Using the angled brush with contour powder, she outlines the brow, lowers the front slightly, and gives the tail a subtle lift. She blends the front at the brow head and extends the tail and deepens the middle section. Then, a light brown brow gel is used to soften her natural dark brow. To create a more natural-looking and fuller brow look, she takes a liquid brow pen and light sketches a few hair-like strokes at the front. She then deepens the lip contour once more with a detailed brush and contour powder along the philtrum, Cupid's bow, and corners of the mouth. She applies a nude gloss and blends it with her finger for that subtle, my lips but better look. If you want to match Jennie's vibe even more, TuTu adds a tiny beauty mark under the brow. To clean up the overall finish, she also brightens the center of the face again with a matte highlighter. Jennie's makeup usually has that soft, dewy glow, so TuTu layers a pink cream blush over the cheeks. For extra shine, she taps on a transparent cream highlighter along the cheekbones for that juicy look. She then highlights the inner corners with shimmer and taps a bit onto the upper lid. Finally, she puts on colored lenses for that doll eye effect. This might be an unpopular opinion, but we actually think she looks even better without them. Something a little more subtle might suit this look more. But aside from that, the entire makeup look is honestly perfect. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next video. Goodbye.